all the celebs who have bravely opened up about being diagnosed with autism as adults. Christine McGuinness and many other stars have opened up about finding out as adults that they have autism. Christine recently revealed she was diagnosed with autism by Zara Woodcock, Showbiz Reporter 22:13, 16th of November 2021. Updated 23:00, November 16, 2021. Comments. Christine McGuinness has spent years campaigning for autism awareness ever since her 3 children were diagnosed. And now, in her book A Beautiful Nightmare, she revealed how she was diagnosed with autism back in August. "I have been confirmed as autistic. It's strange, but I've noticed there are little hints throughout my life that I'm autistic and more like my children than I ever could have imagined," an extract from her book explained. Autism, which comes in many subtypes, refers to an extensive range of conditions recognized by difficulties with social skills, repetitive behaviors, as well as speech and nonverbal communication. The 33-year-old isn't the only star who found out about her neurodevelopmental disorder as an adult. Back in July, former MMA fighter Alex Reed revealed to the Mirror he was diagnosed at the age of 45. Other celebrities opening up about their diagnoses include Prison Break's Wentworth Miller, Susan Boyle, and Melanie Sykes. Christine McGuinness. In the extract from Christine's book, she details how it wasn't a total surprise, but the situation has been both emotional and a relief for her. She penned, "My diagnosis came in August. Patrick, her husband Paddy McGuinness, and I were invited to meet with expert Sir Simon Baron-Cohen at Cambridge University. Patrick and I filled out what's called an ACT questionnaire. It tests for symptoms of autism. While lots of people might carry a few traits, to actually be classed as autistic you're required to score a high number, and I did. The scale goes from 0 to 50 and the average neurotypical person would score up to 15. While my husband was bang on average, mine was 36, which is high. Those 2 weeks between finding out I'd scored high on the test and my official diagnosis from Simon were a turbulent whirlwind of upset and trying to process the idea I could be autistic. Sir Simon quickly put me out of my misery and confirmed I'm autistic. And not just mildly, I'm quite high up the spectrum." Her children with Paddy, twins Leo and Penelope, 8, and 5-year-old Felicity, were diagnosed with the condition. Alex Reed. Back in March, celebrity Big Brother winner Alex spoke to the Mirror about his autism diagnosis. Alex's diagnosis made him look back at his childhood, the years of bullying, and how he always felt different. He explained that while he has always felt tough and able to deal with anything that has been thrown his way, inside him is a little boy who's crying. It's a relief in many ways, but it's a bit unnerving because it's coming to terms with new things, but it also explains so much, he said at the time. Alex accidentally discovered he had Asperger's after an encounter with a random family who happened to have an autistic child. During a chat with the family, the parents began noticing similarities between him and their child. They saw that in interviews I can sometimes be so together and then I can completely fall apart, he said. They said they thought I was autistic. I've always thought of autism being like Rain Man and thought that wasn't me, but understanding it more now it makes so much sense. My friends, the boy's family, suggested I had an autism test and I came up significantly autistic. Melanie Sykes. On Monday, TV presenter Melanie Sykes announced that she has been diagnosed at 51 years old. She took to social media to explain to fans how the diagnosis was life-changing and how everything in her life finally made sense. The star wrote, "This week has been truly life-changing. Or rather, life-affirming. As many of you may or may not know, I was diagnosed with autism late Thursday afternoon. And then, finally, so many things made sense." The TV star continued, "I cannot begin to tell you the sense of relief this is for me and how much I celebrate this diagnosis. I now have a deeper understanding of myself, my life, and the things I have endured." She went on to discuss the difficulties she faced while working in television, her sensitivities as well as her memory problems. Melanie's son Valentino, 17, was diagnosed with autism when he was aged between 2.5 and 3. Get all the biggest showbiz news straight to your inbox. Sign up for the free Mirror Showbiz newsletter. Susan Boyle, who rose to fame on Britain's Got Talent, previously opened up about her relief after finding out she has Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism. The singer was diagnosed in 2012 when she was 51 years old. Susan, 60, explained that following the Asperger's diagnosis, she felt relieved and a bit more relaxed about herself. Susan, who sang an amazing rendition of I Dream a Dream on the talent competition in 2009, said, "I was told I had brain damage when I was a kid. It was the wrong diagnosis. I always knew it was an unfair label. Now I have a clearer understanding of what's wrong and I feel relieved and a bit more relaxed about myself. I went to seek a diagnosis from a specialist. Nobody told me to. I thought I had a more serious illness and couldn't function properly." Wentworth Miller Prison Break star Wentworth Miller discovered he has autism during the peak of the coronavirus pandemic when everyone was still in lockdown. In July of this year, the Hollywood actor took to his Instagram to explain to fans how the discovery was a shock, but not a surprise. He wrote, "This fall marks 1 year since I received my informal autism diagnosis, preceded by a self-diagnosis, followed by a formal diagnosis. It was a long, flawed process in need of updating. Emo. I'm a middle-aged man, not a 5-year-old. Wentworth went on to say he simply wanted to share his news, not become a loud, ill-informed voice in the autism community. He said, "I don't know enough about autism. There's a lot to know. Right now my work looks like evolving my understanding. Re-examining 5 decades of lived experience through a new lens. The #autistic community, this I do know, has historically been talked over. Spoken for. I don't wish to do additional harm. Only to raise my hand, say, I am here. Have been, realizing it. Do you have a story to sell? Get in touch with us at webcelebs@trinitymirror.com or call us direct 0207 29 33 033. Follow Mirror Facebook, Twitter, comment.